everyone. I don't want this to fall. Hold on just a second. Make room. Okay. It's kind of a heavy thing of water. That would be really awful. Um, Sorry I'm so late today. I had to deal with some stuff. I wasn't home a lot of today. Hey, mods. Hey, Carmela. Cannoli, I am going to be on. We're going to do that makeup show tonight on the lifeboat, just so you guys know. Quite a few people asked me, like, what happened to that? How come you didn't do it? Tommy's electricity went out. Like, the whole block went out for over an hour, and I didn't want to do a stream that late. It was like 10:15, 10:30 my time when it came back on. So we're going to do it at 9:05 Eastern time tonight, which would be 8:05 Central my time tonight. If you'd like to come, we're going to do a Scientology stream. Tommy's really good at interviewing, and he's going to do it that style. And I just really enjoy those. We haven't done one in a couple of years, believe it or not. I think the last Scientology one has been quite a while. Hey, babe, speaking of, is Mahan Bun in here? Hey, Barbara Waite. Archie's mom, you made it. Hey, Diana H. There he is. Hey, Snoopy. Kathy Burkhart made it. Mods, I mean it. Thank you for being here. Charlene, West Coast Fancy Nancy made it. Hey, Donna Cooper. I mean it, Archie's mom. I'm happy to see you. Hey, Linda Garden Lady. It was really nice here today, too. I have a window open, and I'm suddenly regretting long sleeves. I do have shorts on right now, but now I'm kind of hot. I might have to put my hair up. Hey, Gemini girl. Lil Redneck made it. Liz Tricks made it. Hey, Pamela. I don't want to get behind. Jen Finberg is here. I'm happy to see you, Jen. Lady O. Buffy. Meredith Lynn. Hey, Just Jen. Hey, Ewa. Marsha Laird. Hope Between the Dreams. I love when I see you because I don't always get to see you. Hey, Hope. Hockey Smash. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Debbie Zito. DS Kitty Diane, she's getting low. I just opened my last one. She's getting low. So DS Kitty Diane, if you really do want to send some, please don't feel obligated to do that. She does not like the aging ones. I can't get her to eat them. So I bought the regular teeny greenies, just the original. Those are the only ones Gertie will eat. Gertie is really picky. She doesn't eat a lot of treats. It's kind of frustrating. She's also old and her teeth are weird, but that's what the aging ones were for, but she doesn't like them. I thought they were the same, but just softer. They're way darker in color. They're like a really dark green, and she wouldn't eat them. She just would not eat them. Then I felt guilty about it. So I still have the ones you sent. I was thinking about giving them to a shelter maybe, but I don't know if they would take them. My mom's dogs would probably eat them. Honestly, Bo would eat them, but they're just so, I don't know. I haven't decided yet what to do. So I ordered the regular ones for her. But don't ever feel like you want to do or need to do that. Guys, DS Kitty Diane always sends Gertie her bones, and it's so sweet. So don't worry about it. But I thought I would tell you that in case you did. I don't want you to send the wrong ones. Hey, Rain, Roddy Mom, Jessamine. Hey, have I not seen you for a minute? Were you here yesterday? Cheap Chick. Hey, Martin, Kat, Joanne Hawley, Philip Wright. Speaking of Joanne Hawley, both Canadians. Good to see you, Philip Wright. Hey, Linda, Marie Marion, Punisher's back. Hello, Reese, Rob from Louisville, Kentucky. I didn't know you were so close to me. I'm close to Nashville. Louisville's not, I don't think, too far. We're neighbors. Nice to see you again. I'm glad that you're back. I got to fix this watch. I don't think I've ever worn this one, babe. What is it? Technos? I don't think I've ever worn this watch. I grabbed it for the shiny gold band, and these are vintage. I love these bands that you put on them, but I'm pretty sure I've never worn this. Thank you for coming back, Punisher. I really enjoyed chatting with you yesterday. Hey, Alicia. I love Alicia, but I don't want to make her uncomfortable about it. Maisie Shiloh, you are. Give yourself a tiny little squeeze, girl. And look at that. Babe says, hey, Punisher. Hey, Alicia. Real Slick, welcome back. I love that you came back. Some of these new people are coming back. Some of them were like checked out within the first two streams. They were like, no, no. And I know who they are. Like some of them really enjoyed it. And like now they're like, no, I don't think so. And that's okay. But we did manage to keep a handful of you guys. And I want to say thank you for that. Thanks for giving me another chance. I need to stop saying give me another chance because this is it. This is as good as it's going to get. So you either like me at this point or you don't. Like Tommy's dad, the late great Moose, he would say, you're a sardine. People either love you or they hate you. And I'm getting a new phone in a couple of weeks. And I ordered a new phone case for it. And it has sardines on it because I did that in honor of the Moose. Hey, Jan, Heather in the library. Oh, who else is here? Anita Card. MLG Gamer. Do and be better. I love that. Rain, did you get the teeny greenies? She loves greenies. She's been eating them since I've had her. Oh my God, you guys. I took a picture of a dog today that looked like Melinda. Hey, Andy. Jennifer McSwain, longtime listener and lurker. Wow. Oh my God. I love it when lurkers come out and introduce themselves. Jennifer, wow. Welcome. It's an honor that you've known me all this time and I haven't known you. Thank you for coming out. I love that. Hey, Cindy Swizz. That's crazy. I love when the lurker. Hey, Wanda. She loves it. I was wondering where you've been. Hey, Mommers. I love your new picture. You look really pretty. Hey, Jojo. Yeah, here I am. Just I've done this the last few streams where I'm just like, take your time. There is no time. That train's never late. We need to be on time. Hey, Marissa Martin. Joel Sachs. Archie's mom, I'm glad you're one of the people that stayed with me. Little Redneck, I'm really glad you come over. I love all these new people, guys. We all do. Why would your love make me uncomfortable? I love you right back because I overdo it with you and you're just tiny and cute. I don't want to scare you off. I know it's weird. We had this whole conversation over and over and I still need reassurance. I'm sorry, Alicia, it had to be you. You're the one. You're not for everyone, Reese, but you are for me, says Nancy Jane. And that's why I'm here because I love her. New one here. Hey, is it Molly? That's cute. Welcome in. Hey, Charcoal Ninja. Love you too, little redneck. Hey, Ryan Eats Crayons. Mandy Albert. Wonder if Megan Keene will come back. Remember the girl I chased off last night? And she was like, wow, thanks. Bye. I felt really bad about that. But she was like, she made this really passive aggressive comment about my stream. And I was like, then if I'm not for you, and she was like, wow. I really have to say, I don't like it when people do that. Like someone can call something out and then you comment on it and they're like, oh, I see how it is. It's like, what? Okay. So this is like one wait. I can't say anything back. Megan, come on. I wish you'd come back, girl. We could talk it out. She'll probably become a hater. Metal Angel. Gonna go game now. What a nice thing to say. Bye. You're probably gone. That was 2 minutes ago, but I'm glad you were here. You acknowledge everyone. And, you know, I appreciate you saying that. I really try to. I try not to skip over anybody. And a lot of people don't like that. Hockey Smash. A lot of people don't like that. It's important to me because I like feeling seen and heard, and I like making people feel seen and heard. So, hey, baby lily pad. A lot of people don't like the roll call. We call it roll call. Where can I find your address? I know you said no more presents, but I deal in jewelry and want to send you a little gifty. That is so nice, Maisie. Can you email me? Would it be possible for you to email me? Mods, can you throw up my email, please? That's really kind. Don't feel like you have to do that, Maisie. I have canceled my P.O. box because I don't want people to send me stuff anymore. It's just not, I don't need you to. And I want people to know that I have appreciated it all these years, but like, it's not the purpose of anything. And I just really love you guys and you are the gift for me. So Maisie, if there is someone like you, like Roddy Mom, for instance, who sent me the amazing Gertie, what would we call that? I would call it like a charcuterie board, like a cutting board. I spoke with her privately. So if you would like to do that, I will absolutely give you a mailing address. but you don't have to do it. So Maisie, I love you and thank you. And you know I love jewelry. So win-win, really, girl. Hey, Sandy Kovacs. Normies would not understand Ryan Eats Crayons. Hey, Cliff Ann. A lot of people don't like me calling out saying hello. Hey, Heather. Jamie Palmer's here. Thank you, Ryan Eats Crayons. It's just, it's part of, I can't explain it any more than I have. Hey, Sophia. I will always do it. And it's important to me. I want people to know that I know they're here. And the purpose of this channel is, of course, connection, and the audience is the guest every single day. Like, I'm here to engage. I don't even really have that much of a topic today. Some days I hop on and I'm like, you're not going to believe this. Let's cover what I got in therapy like yesterday. Today is going to be much loosely based, and it's going to come from a lot of you all. You know, I always see your peace sign in the background. Do you actually know what that stands for? Do I actually know what a peace sign stands for? No. If you mean something specific, no, I don't know. Loving all these new names I can randomly shout out in my head during the day. Me too. I think about them all the time. Have you thought about having Amir on to chat? Now you are talking about Scientology more. I don't know who that is. Who is Amir? Jojo? Curious. Hey, Kiki. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Reese, be honest, my cutting board is cooler than anyone else's. Thanks, Roddy. It's pretty damn cool. I'm always going to love mine the most because nothing beats Gert, but it's pretty damn cool. She made one for Tommy, and it's Alice in Wonderland themed. It's incredible. I mean, it's, hey, Christian, it's truly incredible. Okay, I just caught up. It's hey, Kim Leaf. It's crazy cool. Like, this woman is so talented. Hey, Katie did it. Roddy Mom, I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen, and I shop on Etsy. You know, Etsy is kind of, oh my God, Martin, you're starting to get a little stalkery with Muffet Lou. She may not want to be found. You know, I was thinking about that last night. Thanks, Donna Cooper. She might have unplugged from YouTube. She might have become an absolute hater. I'm surprised that you're not naming off other people. Hey, Stacy Toms that no longer come to our channel. Martin, if you go back and watch a stream from a year and a half ago, you're going to see in the live chat a lot of names that don't come here anymore. Like I told you, I named one. Hey, Nancy. Remember Ann Casillas? She loved us. Now she hates us. Like, there's just people, Martin, that you're going to kind of have to let that go. YouTube is fickle. It's fleeting, my friend. And if I've learned anything, it's hard for me because I really, really connect with these people. And when I lose someone I really love for reasons I don't know, like I just don't know. Sometimes I know because they'll go on haters, like websites, forums, channels, and people will screenshot and send it to me and go, do you know this person? They're talking mad shit about you. And I'm like, oh my God, I loved that person, right? Yeah, Starfish, RIP Starfish. It's Tommy taught me this, and it's true, and it's depressing as hell. Amir is who left Dinberg org lately and has done some interviews with Apostate, Alex, Nora, Tori, etc. Oh, I had no idea. I don't know who that is. I would talk with him if he wants to talk with me. He might be talked out if he did that many interviews. I don't want to overdo it. Hey, Charla. But I would love to talk to an ex-Scientologist. I love when we can get along, for sure, and expose the truth of Scientology. One head is better than two, right? One mouth is better than two doing that. Hey, Bigsy, of course you are. But Tommy taught me this. Thank you, Jojo. I didn't know that. Tommy taught me this. And this is true too. And this is exactly what I'm trying to kind of look at the bright side of things lately. You can also go back 2 or 3 years and find people who have been here the entire time. It's pretty cool. Marissa Martin, thank you for saying that. That means a lot to me. There's tons and tons of people who have been here since day one that are never going to leave. But in the flip side, he would love you, Reese. I gave him your email. Oh, okay. Well, great. I mean, again, I don't want to overdo it if he's already doing all these interviews. I mean, yeah, I'd love to talk to the guy. Honestly, that sounds wonderful. I mean, ex-Scientologists are my people, whether I love that or not, they are. Um, I got an email. Thank you, Hockey Smash, that WoW products are on sale. I've stocked up. I stocked up on Black Friday. I'm all good for the year. Ewa is one of those. Big Z is one of those. All the like my channel will be 3 years old in August. Third Eye Open, my mod here, she's been with me since day one. There are, hey, Chrissy Twig. I mean, here's the facts, guys. As much as the haters or the people who left us or the people who always hated us, they just try to make it loud. They try to combine their voices to make it absolutely, Wanda. They use their voices to try to make it seem like they're a big crew of people. They're not. The truth is, there's tons and tons of you that outnumber all that hate, that outnumber all the people who have left. There's so many people who have stuck with me and who will continue to do that. I'm going to be here for years and years and years, and you guys are going to be. It's going to be even more fun as every year goes by because we're going to, yeah, Jessamine, we're all going to look back. Marie Marion, I know the names. When I look at you guys, I know who's new, I know who's about a year old, and I know who's been with me forever. I know my customers. I know my class. Ryan, yes, you are new. I'm pretty sure that after everything, I'll probably be here forever. I'm your biggest fan, Pumpkin. By the way, you look great today. Thanks, Bunny. Love you. That's so sweet. Thank you, honey. Donna's been here since day one, but just started chatting about a year ago. Same with Buffy. Yep, I know. I know these things about you guys. But Tommy told me something. This is a little depressing, and I like to stick with what Marissa Martin said. But this is the truth, and this is the sad truth. Hey, Gina, it's sad to me because I really do connect with people and I want it to last, and I have to accept that it won't, and it always can't, and some people are going to be here for a season. Jessamine, I do. Your vibe attracts your tribe real slick, so some of them I'm glad they're gone, right? Hey, Caroline in Canada. Hey, Robin Miners. Thank you. Dang, I love that, Robin. I love that, Hope. Show me that ring on your right hand. This is something I got in California. I was out with Holly. Is she here today? These are opal. At least they said they are. I've never seen anything like it. Isn't that neat in the light how it's like panels of opal. That one has like a bunch of different colors. I thought it was super cool. And I was like, I love that it's something I'll always remember. I've never seen anything like it. Okay, let me just get this out real quick. Yes, you are, Bigsy. SoCal Joy, yes, you are. Hey, Silver Lining. Tommy told me this. I keep building it and then I don't say it. Your biggest supporter, fan, friend, whatever you want to call it. I don't call them fans. I call the haters fans because that comes from the word fanatic, which that's what they are. Thanks, Archie's mom. Hey, Air Supply. Thanks, Jen Finberg. Thanks, Sophia. Hey, Christian, your biggest person who loves you is this close to being your biggest hater, your biggest troll. And unfortunately, no one here can say, hey, Tammy, nobody here can say, that's not true. I have lived through that a lot. Pukavist, I hope you're better today. I was worried when you left yesterday. It's true. I have lived that so many times. I have met so many people on here that are like, I love you. I'm not going anywhere. And then you turn around and they're like writing all kinds of crazy things. Like Reese abused me. Reese bullied me, like just the craziest stuff. And it's so depressing. Lurking from Tucson, loving your channel when I get to watch. Carol Ann, thank you. Carol, you may not know that story. It's a silly story that I told once. Thank you for being here, Carol. I watch most of your lives, but never chat. I usually catch the replays. Thank you to the replay crew. Katie's bracelet. You're so cute. I love that picture. Thank you for being here. And thank you for catching the replay. He's not wrong, Reese. Unfortunately, Tommy is correct there. Hey, Just As I Am. I saw you on Aaron's channel. Who I no longer follow. So much has happened in the last 3 to 4 years. So much has happened. Hey, Renee B. Hey, Angel K. Sorry, I got behind. Mary Jean Fitzgerald's been here since the beginning. Rachel still lurking. Oh, yeah, I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit. From Denver. Audra's in Denver too. So anyway, guys, it's unfortunate, but it comes with the territory. And I would say, oh my God, Megan Keene, I'm really glad you came back. I am honored that you came back. Yes, I wanted you to understand that I have really dark humor, but in the same moment, what I just said, I don't like how I worded it because I'm saying, hey, Annette Faber, oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. I don't want you to understand anything. I want you to do what you want to do, Megan. And I don't want to say, this is what I was going to talk about this today. Hey, Donna, I've said this many, many times. Oh, Liz, I know. I've said this many, many times, and I need to abide by what I'm saying here. I need to be consistent in what I say. I am not here to prove like that hey, Tennessee girl, that I have dark humor or that like you misunderstood me. Like if you've made up your mind about me, Megan, I totally get it. You obviously took offense to what I said yesterday. Hold on, Megan. Skills are the new medicine. My first time I watched Tommy and I heard good things and a live came up. So here I am. Welcome in. I love the new people. Thank you for being here and giving it a shot. It's not going to be for everybody, Megan. And there's something I want to say to you because it really applies to you. This always hurt my feelings ever since I can remember. My mom used to say this to me. She'd look at me, I'd make some crack because my mom doesn't get my dark humor. And I'd make some crack, and I've done it my whole life. But she'd go, ooh. She'd make that face. She'd do the inhale. Hey, Vicky. And she'd go, ooh. That cringe face. And she'd go, you're not going to be for everybody, Reese. My mom always said that to me. And I hated it because I was like, it always made me feel small. And now I love it. Now I've accepted that about myself and I'm okay with it. But it makes me think of people like you, Megan Keene. She says, I just did not want to hear about Jeffrey Dahmer and killers. The world is dark for sure. And that's totally fair. Like, I have so many people here, and thank you for saying that, Megan. Like, I appreciate you coming back and saying this. I want you to know, like, it's huge to me that you're here. First timer, I've seen you over on the boat. Can you explain your platform? Not really. Not really. Tommy and I are together or just friends? We're just friends. No. We are partners. We are, as Tommy says, I'm his wife. So no, we're just pals. We just, every once in a while, we just we're beneficial friends with the benefits. No. Thank you, Joel Sachs. Where's my hair clip? I'm on fire. You not being for everyone makes you authentic. Yeah. But here's the thing, Megan, I want to address this with you. I really, really like this. You came in and you were honest. And that's my kind of person right there. And a lot of my people, Megan, like a lot of my people, like actual friends on this channel, they will tune out. I'll go too deep and I'll start talking about sex. I'll start talking about body parts and they'll say like, I'll be back tomorrow, Reese. Like you're doing one of those streams. So Megan, I just want to say thank you for, nobody can explain this platform. Yeah, Jen Finberg. I just want you to know that this particular, unfortunately for me, I will say this is unfortunate. Tommy, you can rely on. He's consistent. He always does true crime. Megan is very authentic. Yeah, I agree. I love Megan Keene already because of this. But there's a lot of people. There's a lot of street YouTube channels that are like, they talk about this. Unfortunately for me, when people say, what's your channel about? I have no idea. It's about real life. It's about relationships. It's about sex, kids, being a parent, taking accountability, finding my way out of Scientology. I grew up and I was raised in Scientology for 38 years. We talk about that. We talk about things we like, we don't like. I don't have a gallbladder, so I crap my pants about every 8 weeks. We talk about that. So it's just real life stuff. And unfortunately, that's not for everyone. But the worst part is, hey, HBH, every single day is going to be something totally different. And I don't even know what it's going to be. I have no idea. Typically, when I hop on here, we stretch 2 hours into, I always say this, I'm looking at the chat right now. The chat are the guests every night. I'm addressing you guys. Hey, Ruth Ann. Some of you will say, hey, can you pray for me? This just happened. Some of you will say, I just got a job. Sometimes we'll go into a topic about the loss of your mother, your father, your spouse. Thank you, Heather, in the library, but it doesn't work for everybody, Megan. It doesn't work for everybody. And so, like last night, I dropped the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. Tonight, that won't happen, right? It's a. Charlene doesn't have a gallbladder either. Do you often poop yourself? Because I do. I've never been a hater. It's not my style. In a tender spot now, my man and I broke up. Oh, that sucks. I've had a lot of those in my life. Megan, can we just all kind of surround Megan right now? I'm sorry that happened. You know, people don't put enough importance. That's like underrated when people break up. People are like, oh, sorry, you guys broke up. Like, holy crap, that eats a hole at you. And I'm sorry that happened. It truly is a loss to break up with someone. I don't care if you were together for a year or 50 years. It sucks to break up with someone because you typically put all your hopes and dreams into that person and it didn't work out. So, Megan, I'm really sorry. I have to say this though, Megan. I really like you. I like that you came back. This is what I mean by I take this channel so personally that I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was like, I feel sad about Megan Keane. I was like in the shower today and I was like, what's going to happen to Megan Keane? I was like, no, I hate it when I have bad interactions with people who I don't care about trolls. I don't care about what haters think of me, but I really hated how I left that with you yesterday. I felt like I hate it when people are like, well, get over it. Hey, Tara Jackson. And I feel like I kind of did that to you. I was like, well, maybe I'm not for you then. And I don't like when people do that to me. So I just didn't handle that well. And I want to say I am impressed and I like you because you came back and said, let's talk it out. That doesn't mean you'll ever be back. I hope you will come back because I really like people like you. I like it. You're tenacious. And I like that. But Megan, make up your own mind. This isn't Scientology and we don't group think here. So, you know, maybe some days you're like, I kind of like her. And some days you're like, damn, this girl ain't for me. I fully understand you. Wow, Roy. I'm blunt and tell it how it is. I don't sugarcoat or beat around the bush. I'm in your face and sometimes that offends folks. Sorry if that hurts. I love that. Now, we might be a little different there because as a Scientologist, I was also blunt and in your face. I don't like to push people's boundaries. I don't like to be like, well, fuck off then. That's rough. I've definitely tried to soften my edges because I don't want to make anybody feel like, what am I trying to say? Really, truly, there's no other way to say this. I really, truly try to treat people how I want to be treated. I do not like it when like what I did to Megan yesterday. When I was like, well, maybe I'm not for you then. Like, yeah. I've said this before. I know that this is true. Hey, Angie Mo. But, you know, when people say like, well, your triggers are your triggers. Hey, Lexi. Yes, that's true. Your triggers are your triggers. Thank you, Megan Kane. I hope you come back. You like being more tactful, Roy. I do try to be more tactful. Now, it's hard to do that when you're dark. I have a dark sense of humor. Hey, perfectly me. And I can get off the cuff. But my intentions are never to hurt anyone. I don't ever want anyone to feel isolated. And I want people to feel like they belong here and they're welcome here because they are and they do belong here. Hey, happy days. Do you see what I'm saying? If I was out in the world and someone treated me like shit, I'm going to match their energy and be like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Well, wow, crazy. We have that in common. Fuck off out of here. Like, I don't have a problem being sharp, but I'm not going to do it here. Alicia's here. Yes. I haven't seen baby steps. Hey, Katie Fulton. I guess what I'm trying to say is I can shapeshift into a lot of things, but my main goal is to make people feel seen, welcome, and heard. I do not want to chase people out of my life. I really, oh my God, Barbara Waite says, Reese, you're like a Motel 6. You leave the light on if people want to come back. Yes. And I want this channel to be a little bit like a lighthouse. You know, we're here if you need us. Even the haters are welcome. I say that all the time. You guys come in, you play nice, we're good. I want a place where people can come and feel like there's a community. Because for the new people that don't know me, I was dumped by accident. I'm July 8th, perfectly me. I'm a true Cancer sign. I'm all about emotions, like literally. Tommy show I started watching when it was a recovery channel. I love both your shows. Megan, we love you, and I hope that you come back. And I apologize to you for the way I treated you. I really do. I don't like my behavior. I could not sleep last night. I was like, I don't like the way I treated that girl. It just wasn't good for me. I didn't like, I feel like it was just, it wasn't seamless. It was really crappy behavior. What was I just saying? I just want, hey, Lisa Palmer. Oh, I want people to feel safe. Hey, Ann Rickert. I come and go. I love that, Ann. Guys, I was accidentally found out that I was being an under the radar Scientologist. Hey, Jen Pookie. And I got outed, literally outed on a live YouTube channel. And I lost everybody overnight. Now, while that ended up being, hey, Confident Joy, while that ended up being the best thing that's ever happened to me, it wasn't that way initially. Losing hundreds of people, my family, was a nightmare. Hey, Cruel Spark. And it took years for me to kind of fully feel like this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. But that immediate rejection and then learning over time that, wow, there never was true connection in Scientology. There never was unconditional love. So all of those things. Hey, Catherine B, I love you. Well, Megan, you have a community here. You're always welcome here. And again, I apologize that I was rude to you. Hey, Miss Sassafras. Reese, just be yourself and let folks adjust you. You know where you are going in life. Once you allow others to take the steering wheel while you are in the driver's seat, you will crash. Just be you. I totally agree with that. There's nobody else to be. I have too loud of a personality to adjust to something else. I cannot be a square peg fitting into a round hole. I mean, you just met me tonight, Roy, and there's no way that I could come on here and pretend to be somebody I'm not. And I am truly not for everyone. Tommy and I have talked about this a lot. I have a very loud personality. I'm loud. I'm out there. I'm pretty opinionated, right? So it's not, and also for some reason tonight, I look like a boy named Bjorn. There's nothing I can do about that, Roy, you know? But I certainly can't shift into being somebody else. I can't morph and make myself smaller or bigger. This is just what it is. And most people love and accept me for who and what I am. And I want to do the same for them because that truly is a gift. This is FAFO. I like your name. It's the way of the world. This is my first time, and I already know this is the place for me. I say what I say when I say it's definitely not for everyone. Welcome in. You are in good company, and I appreciate you being here. If you're still here, I hope you are. Baby Steps, I'm here just in the background, not in the chat. Okay, you're always with us, and I love you, Baby Steps. She's here. Thank you for your super chat, Baby Steps. She is here. Stacey Toms. MJ, I think you're too hard on yourself. Be kind to you. You are loved. I'm very hard on myself. Hey, Susie with an S. It's a Scientological behavior. Hey, Lilac Lime. Oh my God, my lawyer friend Denise. Where the hell have you been? Reese or Bjorn, we love you and we aren't going anywhere. Be well. I love you, Denise. You can call me Bjorn tonight. I love the welcome committee. Mod love, MJ, they're the best of the best. I love you and Tommy because you are so unique and you both have very interesting stories. I love trueness and realness and difficult dialogues. That's such a cool thing to say. I hope you'll come over to the boat tonight then. Tommy's going to have me on and hey, Joe Virus. Tommy's going to, I didn't, Lexi, and I couldn't have more regrets. That's my biggest regret that I didn't hit the anthropology in LA. I'm still upset about it. Thank you, Donna Folker. I don't think she's here tonight. She's spotty. She's not always with us, Stacy. She was here, I think, yesterday. Ham wallets are good. It's all good. I'm cool today. Now, Jeff, he is not cool in my book. How could you say that, Megan? Jeff is he's everything but the wings, Megan. The cellist. Megan, it's the cellist. Do you want me to give you his phone number? Just kidding, Megan. No, he's not cool in anyone's book. Hey, Tawana Ball. Love you, babe. Oh, I know. Especially the Cali Lunch Girls. I love that's our name, the Cali Lunch Girls. Reese, you're authentically yourself. It shines through and you can see it. It's a beautiful thing. Andy, I love you and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for saying that. Bo, do you mind? Can you keep it to a dull roar? P. Taylor, the reason why I stay with you, Reese, is because your honesty and transparency. It's hard to find people like that. Is it really? Dang, P. Taylor, that doesn't give me a lot of hope for this world, but the $5 helps. Thank you for super chatting that. We are doing it tonight as long as Tommy has power. Thank you, Joel Sachs. Yeah, hit like and subscribe. There's no reason not to. You know what I mean? You have two hands and one of them's probably holding a cigarette. Use the other one to hit like and subscribe. Quit dicking around. Nancy, Reese, and you don't need to be anyone but who you are. If people don't accept us for who we truly are, we don't need them. Keep being you. I totally agree with this. Oh, Megan. Good Lord. Be kind. The man was a saint, a great, big, lovable saint. I can't back that up. Jeff was not, he wasn't. He ended up not being who he thought he was. He ended up being the chillest. But in all fairness, I ended up being a boy named Bjorn. I love you because you're fake and not real at all. Actually, Joe, you're the only person to finally speak truth. This is AI. I'm not a real person. This is purely AI. You know that, right? I mean, the only thing that I would say that's real are these little things. Everything else is fake. Hey, Claire, welcome in. Probably a dumb question, but who's Jeff? There are no such thing as dumb questions. And I wish Kim is Blue was here so she could tell you. Wanda could tell you. Do the new people know that you live with a mini wheat with eyes and a halo? I think they do, Big Z. I'm pretty sure they know about it. I like when you make me laugh so hard I fall off the couch. You let me lie there because you know I'm going to be okay. Lady O, you've fallen off the couch so many times. And I worry about you every time. But every time you have also really good health insurance. So who's Jeff? How many people really, truly don't know who Jeff is? Good Lord. We've got some catching up to do. Here because I'm stuck in my billion-year contract. That is the case. And you agreed to it, Stacy. So don't be scaring the new people, Stace. Love you, babe. Thank you for being a member. Mommers, and I appreciate that. Hey, Deb HRN. Reese, Tommy needs to confirm those are real. He knows they're real because they're sad. They're sad little side boobs. You know, I got fitted for a bra at Nordstrom a few years ago, and the girl literally, I was like, how do I get you fired? She was fitting me in the room, and she looked like Adele. She was super hot. And she was like touching my just bare boobs. And she was like, you're a 36C. No, she said it was a D. And I was like, who trained you? I was like, these are barely B's. And she was like, that's a D. And I was like, no, it's not. And she goes, here, let me explain something to you. And I was like, okay. And she goes, you know, I'm going to tell you who Jeff is. She goes, you know how Victoria's Secret models have like big round, like this? And I went, oh yeah. And she was like, you don't have that. And I was like, oh, no offense taken. I don't know why you would think that. She goes, you have nothing but side boob. She was like, Victoria's Secret have front volume. She's like, you have side volume. And I was like, and your passive aggressive volume is about to get your teeth slapped out of your head. I was like, get somebody else. Get me a manager and a supervisor right now. Do it now. Tommy and Jeff are pen pals. Tommy and Jeff text each other all the time. Like, it's annoying how often, like, they talk more than me and Tommy. It's frustrating. No, it really did happen. Marissa Martin, I was in Seattle. I was in the Nordstrom in Seattle. Tommy loves side boob. This is weird. Hey, Haley's Hobbies. I'm a pretty big fan of side boob. I'm just saying one man's opinion, but I'm a fan of side boob, particularly Reese's. When I go to Ecuador, I wear these really fun, total hippie, like patched together, like drop crotch overalls. And I'll just put like a little, like barely tank top underneath. And like my side boobs hang out, like just pancakes on the, like, I'm like, hey, Cracker Barrel, can we get a side of pancakes? And they're like, sure. And Tommy's like, oh, I love your side boob. And so he really does love it. He seems to love it, folks. I think it's a real thing. Jeff wears socks with sandals, and that should tell you everything you need to know. Yeah, that's pretty much Jeff. He wears socks with sandals. What on earth are side boobs? Okay, Joel Sachs, you've been with us long enough. I'm trying to teach you things. Stay with me here. Joe Virus likes side boob. Hey, Cheryl Nasco. No, side boob. George Carlin raised me. I love George Carlin. Who is Tommy's brother? Johnny Scoville. Is he famous? I don't. What's a famous person these days? I think famous, and I think fucking Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think people know who he is in the Pepper community. I mean, every time I'm there, I get his autograph. I don't. No, I'm not kidding. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, she's COVID free, and her son and new wife are 6 weeks pregnant. Holy shit. Okay, that's the worst ending to that. And they lost the baby yesterday. Say a prayer, please. Prayers up for that. I am so sorry. Please tell your son and his new wife that I'm super sorry to hear that. And I hope for good news soon. That's so sad. And I'm sure that she's just heartbroken. I'm so sorry. There's a lot going on here. This is where I say I'm like a news anchor. This is like I was doing that stand-up where I was like, there were no survivors, but which candy bar helps you lose weight? And there's a hurricane coming that's going to kill everyone. But first, where to find the best pizza in town? Like, this is being a YouTuber right here. Like, I have to be like, so here's about this side boob, and then someone will tell us something really sad. Hey, Bridge. Joel Sachs. I'm so sorry. I yelled at Joel Sachs. I'm sorry, Joel. I love you. Hey, Heather Snoopy. So, Joel, we love you. Don't go anywhere. Amy says, I'm here to say hi and hear you, but also check your style. Usually take your style to the next level. It's like a new Reese in every live. Not today, though, Amy, sadly. I didn't really put a lot of effort into it. I wasn't home today, Amy, and I'm sorry that I let you down. But the $5 does help, doesn't it? Thank you so much. Megan Roberts. So just real quick hey, Kathy, before we get into the topic. Hey, Jennifer Ogle. Side boob is, I'm going to explain it like the Nordstrom girl did who fitted my bra. Okay, Rue. She goes, you know how Victoria's Secret models have like all this volume right here? And that's what she sounded like, by the way. I'm not just making fun of her. She sounded like that. She was like, you know, they have all this volume. They have all this volume here. And I was like, yeah, I do know. Tell me more. Because I've never seen tits before. And she was like, you don't have that. I was like, get somebody else. Hey, blessed Gloria. You're short today. You are absolutely stunning. My short today. Did you put up a short? Thanks, Deb. Hey, Jet Set. Were you old enough for Woodstock? I was born in 1984, Roy. Hard people. I got to run. Having a difficult time getting YouTube to work for me, so I need to go get everything set up. I hope you. Okay, love you too, babe. See you soon. You're looking cute, I'm sure. I like your bald head. Anyway, let's get through this really fast, and then we'll get on to Jeff, who wears socks with sandals. Anyway, I have the volume. She goes, your volume is on the side. Hey, literally. She's like, your volume's built up on the side. And I was like, wow, who wouldn't want that? Like, can you imagine the trend I'm going to set? Do you know how many women are going to go? Hey, Dotsy Lynn, do you know how many women now are going to go into all these LA doctors and be like, get me some side tit, and I don't care how much it costs. Like, I don't want boobs in the front. Put them on the side like Reese, like relatable Reese. I want relatable Reese tits. So I'll pay the highest dollar to get them molded over to the side. That's what they are. My boobs have never met each other. I have no cleavage whatsoever. My thighs, best friends. My butt cheeks, everything else are like vacuum sealed, right? Boobs, this one's like, this one will talk. And then this one's like, who said that? Who's talking? I'm all alone. Like, never met each other. They have no idea. This one doesn't know this one exists because they live on the sides. And apparently that's perfectly normal. But literally, like, sometimes in the night, they'll be like, oh my God, who's talking? And I'm like, shh, stop talking. She doesn't know you're there. And that's how it works. And it's unfortunate as all get out. So every time I see a nice set of boobs, I'm like, you're a bitch. Like, you have no idea the disorder I have to live through every day. Like, this tit doesn't know this tit. Isn't that normal? Wanda, it's not. And here's why. Women who have big boobs, I mean, eventually they probably like hang down to the side. Like when they lay down, they go over. Mine are constantly like that. So, like, no, it's not normal, because you women who are going, my tits hang on the side, I don't want to hear it. You know why? You slap a bra on and those babies come together and they go, oh, hey, good to see you again. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. They know each other. I can't push these things to, like, okay, that was bad that I just did that on camera. I did that to Tommy this morning when I was FaceTiming. I was putting my makeup on and I was like, do you like these? Let me shove them together because they can't get together. Mine are closer to my belt than my chin. Sorry to hear that. We love you, Rhonda. Mine haven't denied gravity since the 80s. I'm not entirely with that. I don't know what, I'm trying not to picture that. I'm serious. I don't like them mushed up together because then they get sweaty and rash out. Oh, ooh. I don't have sweaty tits. I don't have anything because they just live on the sides. They're like too little. They're just, again, they're like, yikes, I'm scared. Who's talking? Okay, I think I need to stop. Yours speak different languages. If that's not normal, then I'm screwed. Mine have never met either unless I wear a bra 3 sizes too small. I can't get mine to shove together. Again, ass cheeks, thighs are like, they're like, oh, wow, we've just merged together as one. Like I told you in the back, my thighs and my butt have merged. So I just call it the thut. Like I don't have, it's just a slope and I call it the thut. Like everybody else are best friends. Everybody else is literally vacuum sealed. Tits are like strangers in the night. They're totally like, yikes, call the police. Someone's yelling. And the other one's like, who's talking? Okay, I need to stop. Hey, Sherry. Welcome to the new people. Please hit subscribe before you unsubscribe and leave. Damn, I did it again. I hate when I do this and I'm fully myself. I hate when I let my hair completely down. How come mods? Why didn't you guys reel me in? Like, why are you here, mods? You're supposed to go, hey, Reese, there's new people here. Can you fucking zip it up? Can you lock it up? Hey, Armine. Damn it. We just lost like 1,000 people. We were gaining people. Now we're just back to all of our old grandfathered in people. Everybody, we're just going to be back to the same old people in the same boat again. They're going to be like, well, we didn't leave. We're the same people. And all the new people are like, bye, done, unsubscribe. That chick is crazy. Hey, Jackie C. Damn it. Mods, quick, lock the doors. Quick. Reese, you missed my comment. I miss a lot of comments when I get nervous and sweaty like this. I start glazing over. It feels like you're talking about football. When I start getting nervous like this because I went too far, I literally feel like someone's like, so field goal, fried chicken, Martin Scorsese. I'm like, I feel like I'm in a room full of men watching football. And I'm like, I don't know what was just said. I can't remember a time before this. I'm incredibly nervous and I don't know what to do with my hands. Jojo, would you mind reposting the comment? Because I still don't know what to do with my hands. I'm sweating in really uncomfortable places. Yadira, I'm disappointed in you the most. How come I didn't get a text from someone that was like, Reese, cool it. Back it up, girl. Backpedal. Reese, would you listen to us if we did? Don't gaslight me. That's gaslighting right there. Oh my God, look at that picture. That's so cute. You're gaslighting me. Is that the right definition of that word? I'm not sure. I was just trying to throw it out there. I'm jealous of you, Reese. Why? Because of my side tits? Because my boobs have never met? I said you have the devil and angel tit yelling at you on the topic of the day. That's hilarious, Jojo. That's what it is. Angel tit, devil tit. Okay, again, stop. Jojo, you got me doing it again. Stop. We just lost a lot of people. It was nice meeting you guys. Stormy says, I'm a crazy chick too. I'm new and love you already. See, one person stayed. One person is, look how many people left the crowd. One person is willing to adjust their sails to this shit ass of a hurricane storm. Thank you, Sarah Cray Cray. Everybody have a good evening. She's like, I'm gonna go feed my dogs. I'll never see you again. I'm just going to feed my dogs. She's like, I just have to feed my dogs. Sure you do. Charla, I get it. I wouldn't come back either. Nobody's mad at you. And it was incredibly nice meeting you. Please give your dogs a kiss for us. And maybe I'll see you in the afterlife. The sailboat was bad. That was Cheap Chick. She is hilarious. She was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Lisa Palmer is new and staying. So we've retained 2 new people. Thank you for being here. You notice everyone else left? Like that Roy guy, Ryan Eats Crayons is gone. Tons of people left. They were like, I'm fucking out of here. This is a good point. New people, don't be scared. Retitable Reese. Thank you, Big Z, for that. Only comes out once in a blue moon. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Stop being scared. This won't happen again. You won't see this again. Am I about to start my period, mods? Usually when I'm about to start my period is when this gets weird. Thank you, Elsie Brooks. You do want to test out the weird tolerance early on. I agree with this. Thank you, Rhonda. I kind of agree with that, actually. Joanne Hawley, you're not allowed to leave, of course. Charles like, love you guys. Nice meeting everybody. Get me the fuck out of here. Thank you, Carmela. Yeah. Rue, don't even think about it. You're here for life. You signed the contract. So about Jeff. Oh. Sherry, I'm glad that you feel at home. I want you to feel at home. Lots of people. We just lost like 30 people. About Jeff. Let me explain to you who Jeff is. Jeff is my 3rd husband. And Wanda's the 2nd wife. I'm the 3rd wife, and this is no joke. Wanda is Jeff's 2nd wife who has a couple of kids with him, and they were married decades. They were married a very long time. I was only with Jeff for 5 years, and we call him the cellist because that's what he calls himself. Let's see. Do we have any cellist stuff? Oh man, this is embarrassing. We're getting it out. The cellist. The cellist. Just so you know, I'm not lying. That's what he really calls himself. But I have a really hard time just saying the cellist because I'm so fucking embarrassed for people who think they're that important that they have to call themselves something different. So like, again, like if I were to walk around and be like, oh my God, Archie's mom stayed. Sorry, Lexi. Like if I were to walk around and be like, I'm Relatable Reese. Nice to meet you. Like, can you imagine if I went to a place and I was like, hi, table for 2, Relatable Reese? Can you imagine? Like, you would laugh so hard at me. I would, like, I'm not kidding. When we would, that was the name of his group. When we would go out to dinner, he'd be like, we have reservations. The cellist. And I'm not kidding. He's way bigger than me. And I would stand behind him and I would look at the hostess and I would go, I was so embarrassed by it. I would be like, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really embarrassed. Yadira, so wise. Sadly picturing Jeff in a G-string. Please, more boobs or flat. So this is the name of his jester class. He was the director that year of his sex cult. And so that's why he gets his own pin. See how it says 2020? So that is, hey, Sierra Terry, the guys that he recruited in for that year, he's their director. He's their jester father, and he always will be. So he has his own name for the year. So he came up with Jeff's G-strings, which is, I can't think of a lot worse. I can't think of much worse. That's like Mary Krause says, like saying I'm the coolest. It's definitely like saying that. And so that's why, Mary Krause, I can't just say the cellist because it's just so cringy and embarrassing that every time, hey, Gen X, where you been, girl? It's so embarrassing and it's so cringe. Daft woman, you came back again? Damn, I can't believe it. Yes, Kiki, that I can't say the cellist. I have to go the cellist. So Jeff and I were together for 5 years. Um, it wasn't. Yeah, oh yeah, they had naked parties there. Hey, Allie, I'm glad to hear that Spicy Mama's maybe gonna pull through. Uh, feels like you're jealous of his street cred. Haley's hobbies, you're right. I should wear this thing. I am jealous. Like, you're right. You got me. You got me. I'm going to do it from now on. Remember, I told you I was like, what could I call myself when I go to make reservations? And I said, this bitch. From now on, I want to be like, since he did that, and he was like, table for two under the chillis. I want to be like, I had a reservation under this bitch. Like, I want to come up with a different name. Uh, yeah, relatable Reese. You know who I am. You know who I am. It's the most cringe thing I can think of. Hey, Deb Unfiltered. I can't stand. I would say, what is your biggest pet peeve? My probably biggest pet peeve in life is entitlement. I cannot stand. That was the one thing about LA I really, really didn't like. What do you mean get back on track? He did, Lexi. I don't like when you open a door for someone and they walk through it. It makes me crazy. Every time somebody walks through a door that I hold open and they say nothing, I always say, don't say thank you. Hey, Carolyn Hughes, we are too. I go, don't say thank you. Don't say thank you. Like, it's too much for you. I need a hat that says that bitch. I'm so glad to hear that, Allie. Uh, Oh my God. Where is Helena? Relatable Reese's side tit sidekicks. Oh, we need merch. We need it tomorrow. We need it yesterday. Hey, Audra in Denver, there you are. I was mentioning you earlier. Relatable Reese's side tit sidekicks. That's a yes. And I think even the men are on board with that. The men would wear hats that said that. Um, yeah, Geeky, I could quote the whole movie. Big Lebowski is one of my favorite movies, and I can quote the whole damn movie. Yeah, seen it one too many times, but went with the cellist instead of the dude. Over the line! Smokey, this isn't Nom. There are rules. Over the line. Market zero. What does he say? He's like, you cannot board it. It's a fucking show dog with fucking papers. I love Walter. I love him. Walter Sobchak. Uh, we need merch. Real slick, a lot of people say that. I cannot stand people who are full of themselves, entitlement. That's why I laughed when I drove down Rodeo Drive when I was in LA last week. I was like, is this real right now? Like people walking around with like Fendi, like shopping bags, like they want you to know it. Like all the like, look, I'm happy for you. I think it's cool. If I was a billionaire, I'd probably walk into a place too and be like, I mean, yes, it's cool, but it would get uncool for me really fast. I just can't stand people who are like, hi, excuse me, I'm better than you. Table for two under I'm better than you. Hey, Holly. Roddy mom. I don't like people who want to show you, yes, Allie, who want to show you that they are more important, that they have more money, that they have all of this stuff, and it's a status. You have Fendi eyeglasses, Buca Vista. I bought some fake Gucci ones when I was in Ecuador. I just don't care about that stuff. I really don't. Don't get me wrong. I love fashion and I love stuff, right? Like I love high end stuff. I love it because it speaks to me, not because I get so grossed out by like rich people who will literally wear like a white t-shirt that says Fendi or like Gucci. I'm like, that's it? That's your sense of style? Like you could get something so cool that doesn't have to have a name on it. I don't want to advertise for you. I'll wear a Fendi something if it was something cool, but I'm not just going to wear a shirt that says Fendi. You look like a jackass to me. Um, yeah, I love those. That's my favorite is a grocery store where you can get two small bags for $400. Give me six of them. Excuse me, I'm better than you. Pardon me, I'm coming through. I'm better than you. Yeah, Mop Man, welcome in. I totally agree. It's embarrassing. It's so Jeff used to do that. And he would say, the chillest. And I was always like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was so cringy when he would do it. And on our first date, we went to a really nice, really cool steakhouse in Kansas City. It's Kansas City has some really cool steakhouses, like old buildings. And we went to this steakhouse that had a jazz. I have a poodle. I'm sorry, I can't do this. They have they had a jazz club in the basement. So we went down there to listen to jazz music and order our steak and just sit there and listen to how cool he was. And come to find out, so we're down there and I'm a vegetarian and I don't drink, right? I will eat meat sometimes. Every once in a while, if it's really high quality meat, I'll eat it. I will eat a high quality steak. Sometimes I'll eat bacon. I like a BLT in the summer sometimes, but like for the most part, I'm not going to eat. I don't eat chicken. Like I'm not going to eat all that. And so, what I'm trying to say is I was a cheap date because I don't drink and I just ordered a vegetarian meal. And once we started eating there all the time, I got to know the staff, right? And there's only one bartender, and his name was Ben at the time. And he and Jeff were friends. There's one bartender, there's nobody else. Okay. Ben's the only bartender, and they've known each other for years by the time I met Jeff and go to this date. And he tries to dick swing. Yes, Alexi. He tries to dick swing on this date, and he goes to our server. He goes, who's bartending tonight? Well, now I find out later that there wasn't anyone else. And the guy goes, Ben. And he goes, oh, cool. He goes, have him make me a drink. And he goes, what do you want? And he goes, tell him to make something special for the chillest. On our first date, he does this to me. Like, I'm supposed to be like, oh, wow. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe like I'm witnessing this in real time. Cheap chick, I agree. But no joke, this dude's like trying to dick swing, trying to be fancy. And he's like, tell him to make something special for the chillest. And I was like, did he really just do like, I'm so, yeah, lady-o. So that's Jeff in a nutshell. But what's more upsetting is this. Jeff is a part, or he was, I don't know if he still is. He's a part, so he's a Mason. Are you guys familiar with what Masons are? Masons are a really old, they've been around forever, group of male-only association. They're part of the Shriners, if you know what the Shriners are. They have all kinds of broken off weird little groups that they're in. And Jeff was in a very high secret, has anyone ever seen Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman? That was a Stanley Kubrick movie. Hey, Punisher again. Oh man, Mott Man. If you've seen that movie, I almost want to say that movie is based on this group. It's probably not. It's probably loosely based on. They do, and it's a very high society. Kyla, big time. That's an understatement. They're very secret, very secret. They call themselves a luxury gentlemen's organization, and they're called the Royal Order of Jesters. And I swiped some stuff because my second husband was also a jester. And so like I have things I shouldn't have, but like this is what they worship and what it looks like. It's called a billiken, and it looks like a little demon. And they're super creepy. And we call them, they have parties. That's not creepy as shit. They have parties every weekend of life. Every weekend, they have 5-day parties where they travel to. It's very expensive to travel and do this. And they go, and there are paid prostitutes there, and they really party it up. And they have big rooms where the prostitutes are in called hospitality, and they're doing all kinds of really debaucherous shit. And I found out about it, and I got a whole bunch of evidence and photos and all of that. And I've done streams on it. Tommy has too with me. But right, Happy Days, I agree. But I'm just saying, so these guys are super creepy, and Jeff was one. And like, I'll just show you this. Look at how creepy, like their artwork. Look at that. So ROJ stands for Royal Order of Jesters. Look at how creepy that artwork is. What about their wives? Do they know? For the most part, no. But for instance, there was a jester funeral. They have their own funeral services that we attended. And a lot of these guys are really old. Most of them are white. There's hardly any like Asian, black. There's pretty much all white. And they're old. Like we went to a lot of jester funerals. They're usually older men. Now they're recruiting in men every single year. They recruit in men. And the ones that I met over the course of our marriage were younger and younger. A lot of these guys, almost all of them, are politicians, judges, lawyers, law enforcement, and of course, entrepreneurs, rich, wealthy guys who own their own companies. And they have been around for over 100 years. Hey, Marty Jewell. And they get away with it. They are good at what they do. And so we go to a jester funeral, and the wife of this jester comes up to Jeff, gives him a hug, and winks at him and says, "I'm so glad he was a jester." And she goes, "It kept him off of me for 30 years. So some of these wives know and love it because they're just rich country club wives. These guys are gone all the time with their prostitute friends, and they're doing their thing, and the wives don't care. Most of them don't know that I witnessed, because I went to a lot of parties where the wives were there, and all of these women were like your typical drinking women. Like they'd come up to me kind of buzzed, holding their drink, and they'd be like, "Isn't it like so amazing that our husbands are jesters? Like, aren't you just honored?" Like they're very indoctrinated. Jeff, when I met him and he was a jester, he would say to me often, like, "Do you know how lucky you are to be dating a jester? Like, do you know what it means to be with a jester?" And I was like, "Tell me, cellist. Tell me what it means, cellist." And he would be like, "You have no idea how special it is that you're dating a jester." I was like, "No, I turned down Leonardo DiCaprio for this shit. Like, tell me more. I need to know like how special." So they're very, very dick swinging. Jester funeral, it ain't no joke, brother. I'll show you. They have their own thing. Oh, maybe they just do. No. Did he really play the cello? He did, but I only saw him do it twice. He wasn't like super into it. He probably played it earlier in life, but he did play. This is it. So here's the jester's prayer. And then it's called a rose ceremony. And I'm going to block out some of the names, but that's the funeral thing, what they do. And then look at the back of this book. This is their motto. Well, this doesn't seem suspicious or surreptitious. "I am a jester. What I see here, what I hear here, shall stay here when I leave here." They don't, Renee B, that I know of. Proud to be the wives of guys. Hey, Frank, guys who bang hookers. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not shaming the hookers. And if that's your get down, like that's your thing. The thing that I have an issue with is I was a jester wife more than once. And I had a real problem with the wives not knowing. Oh my God, Janine, that's so cute. Bohemian Grove. It's very, if you know what Bohemian Grove is, it's very kind of similar there. So they're stuck up and full of themselves to the extreme. I've never seen anything like it, man. And I'll tell you this because some of you guys have never heard me talk about it before. I came from Scientology. So that's not one, but two cults, right? This one was way scarier and way more dick swinging assholes than I had ever seen. But it got scary, man, because it's no joke, man. They've been around for over 100 years. They are totally surrounded by a lot. Like I know just privately, personally in Kansas City, I know of 3 jester judges that are circuit court judges in Kansas City. That's a problem. I know a homicide detective in Kansas City that's a jester. This is scary, right? Like they really protect themselves with who they recruit in. It's very Epstein-like. Yeah. And when I found out about it, I went to Jeff at the time and I was like, the biggest problem I have with this is that the wives don't know. It's not fair. Like, if you're going to cheat on your spouse, I'm not cool with that. I can't speak to that too much because I cheated on Jeff with Tommy. I haven't forgiven myself for that. Not really, Martin. Um, but I had a real issue at the time. I was like, I don't like that I'm being lied to. Yeah, Ryan. I was like, I don't like that I'm being lied to. And I don't like going to these parties where these women have no idea of what your husbands are doing. And I said, I'm going to tell them, like, I'm going to say something. Hey, Nana. And I got talked to by a lot of these men. And my husband in particular at the time said, this is terrifying, guys, but he literally said that subjecting their wives to STDs. Here's the thing: there's a lot of doctors that are jesters, and I was told, I don't know if this is true, but my husband told me that the women have to be checked out and bring their papers at every party. So they have like special papers that they bring to the parties that the doctors checked them out and they're good to go. So it was Mommers. It was terrible. And I said to him, I'm going to speak. Like, I'm not going to stand for this. Yes, Ryan, he does. And Tommy would never do anything like this. Tommy helped get me out of this. Someday we should talk about the story of Tommy because he literally came and got me out of that situation. So none of the wives knew. No, some of them did. And some of them loved it. The older wives who'd been involved, I think, for decades, they knew. They were okay with it because they could swipe their husband's credit card and numb themselves with alcohol. I was not okay with that. So I say to Jeff, I go, I'm going to tell these wives, this is fucked up. I'm not cool with this. And he said, literally, he goes, do you want something to happen to you? He was like, you're not going to say a word. Do you want something to happen to you? And I said, what the fuck does that mean, Jeff? And he said, do you think that you're the first wife to find out about this? And then, quote, he said, you will be silenced. That was scary. So then I took all the evidence I had, which was pictures, video. I had a lot of stuff, and I sent it to a very close friend. And I said, keep this. If something happens to me, sing like a canary, dude. Send it everywhere. Send it to social media, every news outlet. Send it wherever you can, because I was nervous that something was going to happen to me and my son. Reese, that's different because you were already on your way out of the relationship, but Jeff wanted both you and the sex cult. He absolutely did. And I honestly think too, thank you, Ryan. That's such a nice thing to say. I love that, Ryan. I really love having you here. I never feared for my life in Scientology. I never felt unsafe like that. I was never threatened in Scientology. Like, I was never thinking like something's going to happen to me in Scientology. And it's very strange to be proud of when you did realize something wasn't all right with Jeff. I don't understand what that means. It was very twisted. I remember I was really worried about your safety during all of this. Yeah, it was really, really scary. Isn't that kind of what Danny Masterson got in trouble for? No, I don't think it was the same thing, unless I didn't follow the Danny Masterson trial and case. From what I know, he raped like 2 or 3 different women and he got convicted of that. Unless he was going to sex parties, but I don't think he was. These Mop Man are very, it's a well-oiled machine. And these are specifically planned out parties. And I'll just give you real quick, I'll just say this because there's a lot of new people listening. When I first met Jeff, he said to me, I'm a jester. I had an idea of what that was. Hey, Lachlan. But my previous husband who died, he was a jester of 50 years. But he never participated in any of that behavior by the time he came on into my life. Do you understand? So I didn't, hey, Amanda, long time no see, babe. I hope you're well. So do you understand? I didn't know the ins and outs. I had no idea it was an evil. I didn't know any of that. He didn't tell me, and he didn't go to the parties. Uh, oh, well, they're not to me, Martin, because he's indoctrinated. That's like saying it's weird that you believed Scientology. The mind is a powerful thing to manipulate. He was extremely proud. So when I first met him, Jeff, he was like, I'm a jester. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know. And I thought it was just this like cool men's group that like they play golf and drink scotch. I didn't know about the ins and outs of it because my husband didn't go to the parties. He didn't travel, right? So Jeff says to me, he goes, I go to these parties and I travel to these parties like once a month. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I wasn't familiar with that yet. And he goes, and just so you know, he goes, they're in whatever city they're in, he flies to, and he goes, they're about 5 days long. And I was like, what? And he goes, and I can't have my phone with me. I have to leave it in my hotel room. And he goes, and it's stag. Stag means male only, no women. And I love you, Joe Virus. Have fun. And I was like, wait, what? Being an I was an actual Scientologist at that time. We're already trained to be pretty damn like, we assume people are lying. Were they not all trying to get to you, be with them? Yeah. So when my husband died, they had like a group thing already of who's going to get her next. That's creepy. I didn't know that until later on. Then Jeff literally hit on me at my husband's funeral, at a jester funeral. He hit on me at my husband's funeral. And later I found out that Jeff said that all of them were like, who's going to get her? And then I got with Jeff, and Jeff said this on my YouTube show once, that he goes, Fred gifted her to me. He said that to people all the time, especially jesters. He would go, this is Reese, Fred's widow. And he would go, Fred gifted her to me. And I was like, what? Like, well, come to find out, women are objects to jesters. Like I can't tell you how many jester parties and funerals I went to with the wives there. And all these guys came up and grabbed me on the ass, pulled my hair, groped me. Like women are objects. And I think Jeff was trying to get me passed around within that group, but I wouldn't do it. And jokingly, I said to Jeff once I found out about all of this, I said, wow, I wonder if I would make a good jester hooker. Like I was being a bitch. I was being condescending. And he goes, you would be really good at it. He goes, they would love you. You're perfect for it. And I said, what is, like, are you? And he was very serious. And he goes, your body, your face, you're a blonde. He was like, you would make so much money. He goes, but you could never do it. And I said, oh, why is that, Jeff? And he said, because it would break you mentally. He said, you would go to a party and you would have to take at least 20 men a day. Those were his words. You would have to take at least 20 men a day. Now, these women make a ton of money doing what they do. As far as I know, it's consensual. Like they agree to do it. I've spoken to some of them privately. They do make a lot of money. A lot of them are married with kids, and they tell their husbands that they are Mary Kay sales reps and they have to travel around each weekend selling this stuff because that's how they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So it's a whole, again, well-oiled machine operation. Everything's hush hush. The only reason I found out about it, hey, Mimi, is because Jeff left for a jester party in Texas one weekend, and he left his computer open and unlocked. He always locked his computer, and he left it unlocked. And I spent the entire time he was gone going through everything, and I found tons, probably at least 50 prostitutes that he had been talking to, scheduling and booking trips and weekends, and certain women for this party, and let's pick her for this party. And like there were emails of different men going, I want her, make sure you bring her. Oh, she's a mom of 2, non-smoker, let's bring her to this party. It was disgusting. It was so gross that women, they're total objects. Like they're absolute objects. If you see the way they talk about them, the way they touch them, the way they grab them. I mean, I was one of them. They did that to me. Um, it's a whole thing. It's a disgusting operation. I'm surprised you stuck around for so long. I would have been out of there pronto. No. Yeah, I did not leave. I did not leave for quite some time. We were together for 5 years. I found out 3 years in. I'd have to go back and look at the date. So Jeff cheated on you on these outings. I never found evidence, like hardcore evidence, that he did. I found all kinds of evidence of him cheating on his ex-wife, if that makes sense. Like, I found all kinds of conversations where he was like, "Don't call me. I'm with my wife right now. I'll see you at the party next weekend." I found all kinds of that, but that was prior to me. So I could never find anything where he was cheating on me, but I'm going to assume in my heart, yes. And even if, let's say, he didn't, he did by association. So he goes to these parties and the rooms are locked. They have off duty police officers standing up against the door. You cannot get into these hotel party rooms. They push beds together. From what I've read, they have oral contests in these parties with all these men and women in there. They have TVs up playing porn. Like, it's a disgusting operation. I haven't seen that for myself. I've read that. I've heard that from people, but I haven't seen it. And so even if Jeff, let's say there was no penetration, which I don't believe, he probably received oral, but he also probably, let's say he didn't do anything. He did do something by being there. He used to tell me all the time, he would say, "I'm not participating in it." That's what he would say to me. "I'm not participating in it." That's what made his hands clean. And I would go, "Jeff, you're still going." And he would say, "Yeah, but these are my friends." And I would say, "Jeff, I was a meth addict. I did meth. I was a meth addict. What if I still kept my friends that did drugs and I went to drug parties on the weekends, but I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just there to hang out with my friends." You would say to me, "Get better friends. Get a better quality group of friends." That's a dangerous place to be in. So it made no sense to me that he would say, "I'm not participating." Uh, exactly. Happy days. I agree. I agree. So the whole thing is just a shit show operation and it's still going strong and they're super creepy. These guys are the dirtiest, grossest group of men. I have met so many of them and none of them are upstanding. I've been to so many parties and they're disgusting. They're just creepy, 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 like rapey vibes men. I literally have had them come up and grab ass me and just all the things that are non-consensual they would do. Yeah, Lexi, totally. So that is Jeff. And as far as I know, he was kicked out of the Jesters. I was told that. I don't know if that's true. But it's a well-oiled operation that they have going. And again, they have their, like, look at their creepy artwork. Tommy and I, no, not that I know of, Pat. Hey, Abigail, happy birthday to your nephew. Tommy and I went to a jester party undercover in Vegas. After I got divorced from Jeff, I had all the locations, times, dates of the parties because they had these secret parties every weekend. And they had a big one in Vegas. And Tommy and I flew to Vegas. I flew to Tucson and we drove to Vegas. And we tried to film it. It was inside of a casino, and you can't film in a casino. They called the police on us, and I think the police were paid by them. I do. I don't know if that's true, but they really intimidated us, and it got weird. And I was like, let's get out of here. They were really pissed that I was there. And they're pissed now. They hate when I do this kind of content. It's kind of like Scientology. It's exposing who and what they are. And they're dirty, disgusting, debaucherous fucking people, right? Thank you, Ryan. So it's similar, like that's where I think a lot of the hate comes from as well, are like jesters, and they're using obviously different names, right? And hey, Debbie, love and life. Good to see you, babe. There's so much hate on me out there, and Tommy too. But I truly believe most of it. I've never met any of these people, right, that I know of. The ones that show their faces and do hate content, I've never met them. Those are paid Scientology ops. Like those guys are being paid because they're making content on total lies, and it's just a whole operation that they do. We don't give it any attention and I don't care. But the ones who don't show their faces and they're just like trolls in little chat rooms and groups, I absolutely believe a lot of those are jesters, right? They're pissed. I got so many no, you don't need to go back, Abigail. I got so many angry prostitutes reaching out to me going, "Stop exposing this. You're fucking with my money." No joke. One of them, who's the longest standing jester prostitute, she's been a prostitute with them for 40 years. She reached out to me and was like, "You got this all wrong. We are saving marriages by being prostitutes." Hey, Thursday before 2. And I was like, "You are so brainwashed." Hey, Just Joan. Literally, she was like, "You're effing with my money." She was like, "You're pissing off these wives by exposing this." And she was like, "And we are saving these marriages." She said, "These men come to these parties and we keep them happy and they go home happier to their wives." And I was like, that is the most brainwashed shit I've ever heard in my life. And I told her, I argued with this woman back and forth. I saw her in Vegas. She was pissed that I was there. And I said, I go, if you're saving marriages, why can't the wives know about it? Because a lot of them don't. And she was like, they don't need to know. She said, "We're not trying to steal their husbands. We're sleeping with them and we're keeping them happy. And they go on these trips and then they go home after the weekend," right? It was unreal, Mama. She said it repeatedly. She was like, "You've got it all wrong. We're saving these people's marriages." Jeff told me that. He goes, "They're saving marriages." It was like some weird, like they all said it. So it's like Scientology. Like they were literally were like indoctrinated into believing that. And I said, "This isn't saving shit." I said, "I found out about it. I'm a jester wife, right? That's not saving my marriage. That makes me very hateful of all of you, right?" It's total gaslighting. Jesters have been around forever. Isn't one of the oldest cults in modern history. I don't know that. They've been around for over it's like 103 or 4 years now that they've been around. Yeah. Yeah, saving marriages, but she really believed that. And I said to her, I was like, "While I have you," I said, "Do you like realize that like you could be anything. You could be anything else and not a slave to this operation. It's gross. They don't care about you. They don't care about women. You're an object to them." Like when Jeff said to me, "You'd have to take up to 20 guys a day. It would break you." He doesn't care. He just wanted me to do it. And I said, "You're worth more than that." This poor woman wrote me back and she was so brainwashed. And she was like, "Are you kidding?" She was like, "I'm going to Dubai next week with one of these guys." And she said, "And yes, he's married." And she goes, "I've gotten to travel the world." She said, "I've gotten to see all kinds of things. I've taken cruises and flights." And she was like, "I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year doing this." And I was like, "Your priorities are out of whack, girl. There ain't no amount of money. I'd love to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. That's actually a goal of mine. I'd love, love, love to be self-made and be a woman who is self-sufficient and makes money like that. I admire the shit out of women who make money like that. That's not how I would do it. And it's wrong to me, right? Like it's so sad that she believed her own bullshit. It's like, so because you get to go see Dubai, like, yeah, Debbie Love and Life. Yeah, Lexi for hey, Wendy Brewer, for sure. But I just thought it's so sad to me that you could be so much more, right? Like I love how people call me a grifter, right? And for the new people that don't know that, the haters, that's like the big thing about me. I'm a scam artist, I'm a con artist. Like how you're a grifter is basically someone who takes your money, I don't know, without you knowing it. That's such a stupid thing to say because we're here on YouTube and there's people literally all over the world watching this right now before our very eyes. It's in real time, it's live, there's nothing going on behind the scenes. So it's weird to me that the money, the super chats, the memberships, whatever it is you give me, we can all see it, right? Like it's all in front of us. Hey, power lies to paralyze. That's how I like to make my money, right? Like on the up and up. It feels so For me, it feels clean because I either get a super chat or I don't. I don't clock in. Like I'm not here going, well, I'm going to make this much money tonight. I have no idea. It's feast or famine. I've always said that. Like a new month, you have no idea, right? Could be nothing. And I'm grateful for it either way. That's not why I'm here. And I want to make money. And I'm not embarrassed that I get a super chat. I'm not embarrassed that someone Venmos me. I I don't ask for it. They do it because they want to. And thanks, Wendy. I hate they call anyone a grifter because they make money on YouTube. The people who are calling me that have their own YouTube channels accepting super chats. They literally have like a scroll at the bottom of their screen saying like PayPal me, Venmo me, and like they're literally asking for money. It's gross, it's backwards, but most people are hypocrites who like to call people out, right? All I'm saying, the point is, you can try to shame me all day and go, Reese is just a grifter. Reese only reads super chats. Like she's trying to scam you. You can't do that. This is happening in real time. I pay taxes on this money. It's all in the up and up. I can't imagine thinking like I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year going to these parties, taking 20 men a day. He was right. It would break my soul. Like that would suck the soul out of me. There's no way. And for me, I'm a Cancer sign. I have to be in love in order to actually have sex with a person. Call me crazy, but like I've used sex as a coping mechanism in my earlier adult life for sure. But now that I'm 41, first of all, I'm with Tommy, but I'm telling you hypothetically, like I can't imagine like some stranger coming into my hotel room every hour or however they set it up. That is so sad to me. There's nothing more sad than that. You could not give me any amount of money to make me feel better about what just happened. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's I would love to, again, hundreds of thousands a year sounds amazing to all of us. But if someone said, like, this is an opportunity for you, do you want to do this? If you don't get arrested and you're not caught, never. Like, I respect my body too much for that. And I am not an object. Hey, Copper. Oh my God, Roddy Mom. I haven't figured out how to super chat yet. I'm tech challenged. I usually don't even like to leave comments. Real slick. Never feel pressured to do that. Do not feel like you need to give one. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, right? I don't ask for super chats. That's the beauty of it. And that's why the haters hate me so much, because people do just to do it. Because I always say this, it's like hey, Margie Bar, when I go out to dinner somewhere, which is not that often anymore, but when I do, I often over tip. But it's because it's my choice. And I want to because of the service I got. I also usually say, can you go get the manager? And the manager comes over and I go, I just want you to know, I don't know how long she's been a waitress here, but she's amazing. Like I always do that. If someone's good at what they do, I want them to know it. I want them to feel validated and I want them to make good money doing it. This is my job. So when you choose to and go, she's good at this, I'm going to throw a little tip her way. I am grateful, but it's never expected. So real slick, I hope you understand the difference. Like, don't feel pressured to do it. I also make money by views. So just watching and spending time with me is amazing. Hitting a like button, hitting subscribe, all those things matter to me. I will figure out if inappropriate the content I want to contribute. I'm a big tipper as well. Saying thank you, real slick. Yeah, I am a big tipper. People rely on tips, and I want them to usually know if they're really good at what they do. The jesters are like full figure women. I thought they like runway model kind. The jesters like full figured women. No, there's all different. I've seen so many jester prostitutes. Yeah, view hours are very essential. Absolutely, mommers. Some of my friends will just open a tab and start playing my videos like on a playlist and hit the mute button just to give me view hours, watch time. Guys, that's just as important. You don't have to give me money. That gives me money by doing that. Hit like and subscribe. Mothman, that's so nice. Thank you. I love that you're still here. I really, really enjoy you. Thank you for being over here and thank you for the super chat. I didn't know that you don't tip in Denmark. Interesting. Jesters like women with a pulse. So to answer your question, Iwa, I've seen many, many, many jesters. And here's the weird thing. They don't seem to, thank you, mommers. Yeah, turn off the volume and sleep. Yeah, just hit the mute and play it. Thank you, Rain. No, I've seen a lot of jester prostitutes. Some of them are in their 20s. Some of them are in their 60s. It goes all up from there. Some of them are, I've seen some that are like unusually tall, like 6'3" women. I don't ever see women that tall. I've never seen like super probably overweight prostitutes, but yeah, I've seen all weights. I've seen women who are rail thin, and I've seen some that are like me, like heavier. I don't think they care. I think that they are forceful of them. You don't tip in Australia. Hey, Southie girl. I think they are just out to get what they want and to use these women and be abusive. I think it's abusive as shit what they do to them. It's gross. I remember just make haters mad. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. You don't ever have to do that, but thank you. Thank you for what you do. It's just sad. And I wish. Aw, Joanne Hawley. I love it when you guys gift memberships. Thank you for doing that, Joanne. Guys, that's so kind. Love you, Joanne. Thank you. My thing is this. I got pounced from a high profile politician from a comment once. It sent chills down my spine, scared me from commenting. Wow. Well, you're always welcome here. And I'm sorry that happened to you. Thank you, Ryan. What was I just going to, I really was terrified in that, do multiple watches count multiple times to the same viewer? I think so, Jen. Yeah. I have like playlists though. So you can just go hit like a playlist and it will continuously play. Like if you did it all night long. Do the men out in a list of body types to choose from? Yes. Yep. They have what they have is like you can have her, you can pick her, like you can pick what your girl is. Henry's World Today, I'll have to Google that. I don't know the answer. Do you have to watch the whole video for it to count as a watch? I don't think so, but I don't know the answer to that. All the jesters care about is an empty hole. On any woman, anytime they have zero respect for women. It's true. It's sad and very true. I can't figure out how to turn on and accept gifted memberships. I've seen it on my phone. If you're watching on your phone, I don't have that turned on purposely. I don't want a gifted membership when I'm in someone's chat. But it does say when someone gifts memberships, it says like turn on to get one. And I've never done that. Otherwise, I don't know how to do it. My only thing is hey, Christine, I really love women. And I felt this big most of my life. And I handed over my power most of my life. I handed over my voice most of my life. And now that I'm out from the jester stuff and I'm out from Scientology, I'm more kind of vicious about being an advocate for women. And the only thing I want to say is like, if you want to be thank you, K Designs. If you want to be a prostitute, like if that's something that you really are on board with, I'm not ever going to shame that. I just wish for these women to know, like, it might be good money, but the shit you have to go through to get it and how much these guys don't care. Thank you, Geeky. And I'm really glad you're here. When I was 17, an older group of men tried to recruit me into something and they scared the bejesus out. Jesus, mommers, that's terrifying. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sure you'll never forget it. It's a real thing and it's intimidating. These guys are scary. They mean business. Kendra, wow. Been watching you since you were with Jeff and never commented. Plus, when you used to do streams with Aaron. See, this is incredible to me. Thank you, Wendy. Hey, Susan, Jill, Kendra, welcome. And it's nice to meet you for the first time. Thank you for commenting. No tipping in Germany either. I did not know that. Oh, that's a cultural thing. I get it. Um, Thank you, Carmela. I'm just saying, guys, women mean a lot to me. I really love women. And I get so sad because I've been in that state. I've been in that situation where I have to be silenced, where I'm told, like, you will not speak, you will shut up. I hate that. And I hate that they feel like that's their only avenue. That's all. Like, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I'm not trying to save them from it if that's they don't want to be saved. But I just think it's sad that they've been so indoctrinated. It's like a Scientologist. I wouldn't have left Scientology, but I was being abused. They're all being abused. But I was convinced to believe, like, no, this is the best thing for you. Love you, Vicky. It's the same thing with those women. I guarantee it. They think they're in a good position. They think that, like, I get to travel and I make all this money. It's not. They're lied to. Thank you, What the Fox, for gifting a membership. That was so nice of you. Thank you. Oh, that makes sense, Pat Jonas. Yes, and not all men are bad and neither are women. That's so true, Ryan. I love men. After all that abuse and after all the creepiness that I witnessed and was around, I love men. And after the shitty relationships I've been in, I definitely believe in love. And after Scientology, I believe in God. Right? So I don't flip to the negative. I definitely try to see the light because there's always light. And so you're absolutely right. I go so far as to say there's probably more good people in general than bad. I try to believe that. Right? So I love, love, love men. I think men are so wonderful. They're helpful. I love how they're protective. Men offer a lot of characteristics that women just don't, and vice versa. Right? There are wonderful men out there. And I have to say to the guys in this chat, it's rare. We don't have a lot of guys typically on this channel, and I am loving having these guys here. I love Maine, who's not here tonight. I love Mop Man. Roy was here earlier. Roulette Master. I assume that's a guy. Um, who are the other guys? We have a lot of new guys, and I love the balance and I love having them. I'm shocked that there's men here. Of course, Joel Sachs, Joe Virus, but there are really amazing men in this world. And I very much feel sad when women out there trash men because of one bad guy. Like, there's a lot of really good, helpful men that, like, just want to help, protect, right? Like, I think men are amazing just as much. I love women. I feel safer around women just because of my background. But I love men. I absolutely do. Susan Jill, I love you, babe, and I'm glad you made it tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that super chat. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, and you can say some of these men could say, okay, real slick, are you a guy? Some of these men there's men out there too that are like, women are awful. I've been burned by women. There's a lot of bad women out there too, but I think women are amazing. They're so intuitive. Women have incredible gifts that men just don't possess, and vice versa. But I think, but not me. Yeah, Martin, definitely not you, silly. Ryan, I think you're amazing. I love. Okay, real slick is a woman. Okay. Sometimes I'm sorry, it's hard to tell by your handle. Like, I don't know sometimes, but I I love and I try to believe that there's more. I've had terrible experiences with women. Well, there's a lot of mean women out there. There's a lot of gossiping bitches out there that are just out there to be mean, to get together and hate ban. Like, I have a lot of gross, really disgusting women who make videos about me, who trash me on the regular, who call me a bad mom. They make fun of my kid, like, trash, right? Like, they just thrive on gossip and conflict. That ain't us, and it never will be. Hey, Wine. It's the women like you who are raising wonderful young men like your son. Tampa A, that's a nice thing to say. I don't know if that's true. Hey, Rachel, I don't know if that's true. I said this today, actually. Nobody prepared me for, I mean, I don't feel like I'm a very good parent. Martin, I forgot. That's why. I don't feel like I'm the best parent. I really don't, especially now. No one told me how hard it is to have a teenager and a teenage boy. I think it would be easier if I had a teenage girl. Teenagers are tough. And I worry all the time if I'm doing it right. And I don't feel like I'm doing it right. I just don't. I don't think I'm doing a very good job at it. Nobody prepares you for that part, Pat Jonas. Like everybody talks about like toddlers and terrible twos and when they go to kindergarten and grade school. I feel like boys are definitely, hey, Cindy G. Wow, welcome over here. Boys are definitely easier, I would say, than girls. I have a couple of friends with girls. McBrides, you are not doing it right. Oh, look, a hater. That's so sweet. Welcome in. Aw. You are definitely not doing it right. See, I kind of agree with this person. I don't think there is a right way. And I think it's different for everyone. Obviously, it's case by case because each kid is different. But still, like it makes me feel like this. I'm like, some days I'm like, am I doing it right? Some days I don't. Is Huxley anything like you were at this age? No. Good for you, Mont Man. I love that. No, I don't think so. Because I say that. I know, McBrides, I'm so glad we have an expert here. Kathy says, I'm a therapist and terrible mother of 2 teens. Kathy, welcome in, by the way. And I hate that you said that about yourself, but I appreciate you saying that. And I love that you're a therapist. Thank you for the work you do. I was a full-time staff member at my son's age at the Church of Scientology. So no, we have nothing in common. When I was 16, I was a full-on adult, right? Like I was a full-time working adult smoking cigarettes. It's just not the same thing. I don't really have memories of being a kid in general. So it's hard for me to like equate to that. Kathy, thank you. Wow. I love that you're a therapist. I love therapists. Hey, Solani. I'm sure you are an amazing mom, Reese. Teenagers are tough. All the good moms question themselves. That's a good point. I mean, I feel that way about a lot of things in life. Like if you question if you're a bad person or if this hurt this person, you're probably a pretty good person. It's the people who take no accountability and do what our hater friend just did. It's people who point the finger and go, you are a bad mom. Like I'm sure you're a really high quality individual yourself. Like I can tell that like you probably have a lot of friends and you've probably had those friends for decades and you're just incredibly stable. I can tell from here that person's state of the art. Cigarettes are okay in Scientology. Oh God. When I was on staff, almost everybody smoked. LRH smoked. Everybody smoked in Scientology. Yes. They didn't eat. They didn't drink water. They just took a lot of vitamins and smoked cigarettes. Self-reflection is a sign of a great person. I love that, Mommers. I agree with that. I think that's true. Taking accountability, trying to better yourself. Wow, Roddy Mom. I believe when you say you are not doing it right, it proves you are nailing it. Cindy G, wow. You will not be perfect. None of us are, but you care enough to worry about if you are doing it right or not. It's a good point. I can't even argue that. Normally I would try to reject you and argue that, Cindy G. You make a good point. All you can do is try. Nobody's good at everything, right? And all you can do is try. And your approach of letting your son be himself and not be a hover mom has worked. Look at how wonderful Hux is turning out. You did that. Debbie, thank you. I am never going to be that mom. My mom asked me something today. My mom was like, we went to I forgot to show you the picture. Oh my God. We went to an antique store together today. There was a dog in there that looked like Gertie. I took a picture. Buffy, are you in here? And my mom, what? What am I trying to say? I totally trailed off and I have no idea. Anybody? If not, we'll just move on. What are his plans after high school, Cindy? Oh, I know what I was going to say. We were in this antique store and my mom goes, I don't know, Cindy G. He doesn't ever talk about it. I'm not a smothering mother. So my mom and I are in this antique store and she goes, remember that Marissa Martin, it was not a great one. She goes, remember that picture I bought for him? It kind of looks like this one. And I said, yeah. And she goes, isn't that hanging in his bedroom? And I was like, I don't know. She goes, you don't know? And I was like, I don't go in there. Like, I don't I hands off. Like, he's good. If he needs me, we talk. But like, I am not one to even, that's his personal space. His bedroom is his private personal space. Like, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to go through his shit. I'm not going to be like my mom. My mom comes over today. I try to avoid that. Okay. My mom comes over today and she's like, why is this pillow on the floor? I was like, because Gertie knocked it onto the floor like 10 minutes ago. She was like, hmm. And she went and used Huxley's bathroom. And she was like, his bathroom looks kind of dirty around the edges of the outside of the tub. Maybe you could wipe that down. I was like, okay, let's get going. Like, I don't like that. Okay, look, we went to this antique store. Look at this dog. Tell me this doesn't look like Melinda's sister. Her name is Millie. And if the lady in the antique store would have said she needs a home, I'd have been gone with this dog. Gertie and Millie, look, everybody look. Don't stop looking. Oh my God. Kendra, I want you to. She says, I absolutely love how you're willing to talk about anything, open about things. I'm willing to talk about anything, even our stupid hater friend. Look at it. Stacey Toms, stop it. Doesn't that look like Linda? I want it. I want it bad. If she would have been like, she needs a home, she's only a year and a half old. I want it bad. I know, Rain. Stop it. I was like, does she need a home? She was like, no. I was like, yes, she does. Oh my God, I just dropped my phone. I was like, she does too. Look at it. Hey, Mad Drop. Yes, I did use that voice. Debbie says he's 16. He doesn't need to know what he wants to do. A ton of kids start college not knowing. Yeah, he certainly doesn't know. Can you tell now? Can you see that they look about the same, really? The only difference is, Funky, that Millie weighed probably about 20 pounds and Punky weighs about 6 pounds. Punky's only about 6 pounds. She's about the same as a newborn baby, but she's way cuter. She's way the hell cuter than a newborn human. Do you ever give a dainty kiss sometimes? Oh, you do? Oh, wow. Did you know that you were tawny? Did you have any idea that you were never going to grow in this world? Did you know that you were a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs? After growing up, love you, Punky. I wanted to steal it, but I didn't want to get arrested for that, right? Like, I don't want to die on that hill. I don't want to be like in court and the judge is like, so you've never been arrested before. You have no record of anything, but you stole this dog and took off running with it out of an antique store. Why? And I'd be like, sir, can you just assign me my time? I take the fifth. I don't want to talk about it. I was upset. I was about to start my period. After growing up with only brothers, I have 3 daughters and 1 son. It's been such a blessing. I love that, Carol Ann. I've been given the opportunity to be around 3 amazing, loving, trustworthy women. I love that. I think I would have done good with a daughter. He wanted to be a pastor. I don't know if he does now, but we rarely talk. I just wondered if he had. I'm used to my kiddo, 16, can't stop planning. Yeah, I have a friend with a 16-year-old who, like, he wants to go to law school and he knows what he wants to do in life. That isn't Huxley. No. Reese asking the real questions of the universe with her. Absolutely. Does he like anything besides working out, Jesus, and Nickelback? Nope, just eating protein, Martin, pretty much. Did they let you pick her up and snuggle her? No, I was too afraid to pick her up because I just didn't want to like make him feel like I was going to steal her. And I was going to steal her. Like, I was like looking around. I was like, are there cameras in here? I wanted to be like, Mom, quick, distract the lady. I wanted to run out with that dog so bad, but I was like, it could miss its owners. Like, what if it doesn't get along with Gert? Then I'd have to return it and be like, I'm sorry, I thought this was my dog and I brought it home with me. And here you go. I want to have a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs. Is it okay with a list? I don't know what that part means, but I think he likes him, Stacy, and I'm embarrassed about it. With Uh, I have a 5-year-old son and he hates Nickelback. Thank God. I wanna be a rock star. Tell me what you want. I want a naked girl. That's what they say in that. I don't know if you knew, but that's Steven Seagal. That's just like a quick cameo when he's like, I wanna be a rock star. And the guy's like, I want a quesadilla and a naked girl. That's Steven Seagal. It's creepy and weird. I haven't worked through it yet. Mad Drop, I know I didn't think it through. Thank you, Mommers. Thank you. And also, just so you guys know, the lead singer of Creed is also Ted Levine, who played Buffalo Bill in Sounds of the Lambs. If you recall, when Clarice knocks on his door and he's like asking about it, she's asking him questions, and he goes, "Oh wait, she a great big fat person." Remember Ted Levine as Buffalo Bill? He's also the lead singer of Creed. Well, I don't know if you knew that. Just a fun trivia for that. It's just a quick fact. Taylor, where have you been? Had another amnio reduction. Mad Drop Bear's like, is he really? One person believed that. Ooh, you don't have to admit to that here. I don't know that you want to admit to loving Creed. You're probably going to get some haters to make fun of you. I didn't know that, says Mommers. Oh my God, unbelievable. Believable, relatable Reese. I had another amnio reduction. It got complicated. They've decided it'd be too dangerous for me and baby to go 40 weeks. So I'll be delivering at 36. Okay. I am not. Baby Steps is was a NICU nurse. 36 weeks. Huxley was 38 when I delivered him. That's still better than where we were a couple weeks ago. Calm down. I know that you're probably perfectly calm. I'm just saying that actually for me. It's going to be okay. Jennifer Liberty, I love you. Thank you for coming over here. Thank you for that super sticker. Wow. Stan? Is this another guy? I love having guys in the chat. It's such a fun balance. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer, and it's good to see you. Stan says, cool name. So glad I came across your YouTube. I enjoy your chat. Stan, we love having you here, brother. It's a lot. Charlene, that is such a nice thing to say. Such a nice thing for you to say. Taylor, thank you for telling us. Maybe he's just enjoying being 16. Hey, Kim Ray. He has his whole life for planning, learning, and work. Just let him be 16. I agree with that very much. I love Mommers. Yes, I do. Reese, read my comment. Damn it. I hate when you guys tell me that because I'm like, where is it? I start panicking. Oh, it's right here. Okay, fine. Some people are like, hey, Reese, can you read my comment from 2 hours ago? Can you scroll back up to like 2.5 hours ago? Can you go back and find that comment? And I'm like, I start panicking. I'm like, oh my God, I can't find it. I start sweating. I get taint sweat. Oh my God, Liz Gale? Wow. Hey, Liz. That's an honor. Hold on. Let me read Stacy because Stacy's demanding. Next time you come to LA, I'm going to take you to my favorite thrift store, but I will play You're going to play Nickelback and Creed? Forget it. Okay, I'm in. I'll do it. I said I would do it. All right, Stace. Tampa A gave me a super sticker. Thank you. Guys, Liz Gale. Thank you, Tampa A. Ryan, I know when people are like, hey, Reese, scroll up. You missed my comment 16 miles back. Do you mind? Like by the time I try to find it, my finger is broken. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I can't find it. Somehow it makes me out of breath. Somehow scrolling up, I feel like I'm actually running. They're like, can you run back a mile to try to find that thing I dropped? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I can't find it. And then other people are talking. Yes, Mad Drop Bear. Liz Gale, guys, this is an honor. Liz Gale is fighting the good fight. She's doing the real content, not me, right? I'm just talking about my taint. Liz Gale is a former Scientologist, been through it. Why are you saying blocked? Oh, I see what you're saying, Pat Jonas. Liz Gale has been through some really, really rough stuff. She's been through some really hard times, and I would never share her story because it's her story and her voice. But she's amazing. She's a really cute girl. I've always felt inadequate about her hair. I get very upset about it. I get jealous. Now, I do feel honored that one time that Nora told me that my hair is full of secrets. I thought that was kind of a cool compliment, but it still doesn't compare to Liz's hair. Liz has like really cool, hey, Panda, thick fucking hair. And I'm afraid that as I age, my hair is falling out. And Her hair is thick and gorgeous. And I just, you know how you see someone and then you get upset about it? You're like, you're so pretty. I'm kind of pissed about it. Like that happens to me. Sometimes I'll text Tommy and I'm like, you're really cute. And he's like, thanks. I'm like, no, that wasn't a compliment. Like I'm kind of fucking mad about it. And he's like, I don't know how to feel. I'm like, well, I don't either. And I'm going to process it and I'll get back with you. But just know that I'm angry about it. And he's like, maybe you should go get something to eat. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm like, yeah, I don't either. Skedaddle. So it's kind of the same thing, Liz. I love Liz and I don't have a reason not to love Liz other than I get a little mad about her hair. She probably left because she was like, this got too weird too fast for me. And most people are probably leaving also as we speak. But Liz, it was an honor. And hello, good evening. I'm happy to see you. I haven't talked to you in a very long time. I don't know Liz very well, but I've said hello here and there. And honestly, guys, that's the kind of ex-Scientology community you want to have. Women supporting women. Shocking, right? Like people who can get along. Oh my God, she's still here. See what she said. Everybody be quiet. I didn't leave, but thank you for the compliments. Well, I don't know if it was a compliment quite, Liz. It was kind of a backhanded one. I was like, I love your hair. Have you ever had someone do that? Have you ever had someone like give a compliment but not smile? That's an uncomfortable situation. What I just did has happened to me where someone's like, I love your complexion. I'm like, are you, do you just have like so much Botox that you can't show emotion? Or is there like a knife in your pocket and you're about to slit my throat? Like, I don't understand. I get really creeped out. It'd be like going jogging and not moving your arms. Have you ever seen someone do that? Try going jogging and keep your arms totally still by your side. It's the same thing as like, you have great hair. I'm like, is that an accusation? Do I need to should I say I'm sorry, right? I don't know. I don't know how to respond to this because you're not reacting emotionally like you should. Usually when someone gets humans supporting humans, I love it, Mad Drop Bear. That also applies. They're just dead on the inside, Reese. I never know how to react though when someone's like, that's a great lip stain. And then you want to match their energy and you're like, thanks. See, I always smile at people, over the top smile. Ask Alicia. She's uncomfortable for sure. I'm like, oh my God, I love your hair. Like I get overly excited and people are like, right? But I would rather be that way than be like, I love your hair. I think I'm going to try it. Let's all test that out. I want everybody to go out in public and be like, I love your hair. How funny would that be? We should try it. We should go live in public and I should be like, sir, great glasses. I like that belt. God, that would be awkward, wouldn't it? That would be so awkward. I want to try it. Now I really want to try it. It's like going jogging, but keeping your arms by your side. Reese, you have 20 minutes till your next show. Fine. Thanks for telling me. I would have lost track of time. I got to go feed Matilda. But guys, this was fun, right? Let's go crazy. Let's do this again tomorrow. Be here all effing week. Running without moving your arms. Give it a try. Give it a try. Report back to me what it's like. At my boyfriend's work Christmas party, a coworker said, "Oh, my husband will be happy to see you." I said, "How so?" Man, see, I wish that would have happened to me. I would have been like, "Oh, I'm really excited to see him too." I would be like, "Side tits." Excuse me. I love you, Alicia, and I mean that. You're still here, Alicia. My God. It's just become a running joke. Please forgive me. I love you, Stacey Toms. Let's see. Closing, Abigail says, the Lord is close to all who call on him. He hears their cries for help and rescues them. The Lord protects all those who love him, but he destroys the wicked. Ooh, that doesn't leave any room for confusion, does it not? Sorry about that, Mad Drop Bear. You guys are visual. I get it. Love you, MLG Gamer. Abigail, that's very powerful and kind of scary at the same time. I'm not going to lie. It's a little frightening, but thank you for the super chat and the scripture. I'll be over on the lifeboat here in 20 minutes or whatever Third Eye Open said. Thank you, Marilyn's Fine Art. I'm glad you were here. And you're the right Marilyn, not the wrong one. Not the one I'm talking about that looks like Shrek. Not that one. The female Shrek. Not that one. This is the good Marilyn. We have a bad Marilyn, but she rarely comes over here and we fucking hate her. I mean, to be fair, she attacked me for a year and it's a whole thing and she was a hater. But sometimes it just feels good to say the name and go, not the bad Marilyn, not the awful yard gnome Marilyn, the good one. Sorry, that's an inside thing. Some of you know who I'm talking about, some of you don't. We'll leave it with that though. Jen, you look so cute. Dental fund. I chipped one too. You did? Look, see it? I am so upset about it. I never saw that, says Marilyn's Fine Art. You don't need to know. She's an absolute nobody anyway. She's absolutely irrelevant. I chipped this and it's awful and it sucks and I'm sad about it. And I'm like, when are we going to get that fixed? I need to make friends with a dentist. Roddy Mom accidentally found her. She's pretty gross and she spews a lot of hatred and she thrives on gossip and hate. And I just like to call out the bully. I like to call him out sometimes. Sometimes it's refreshing. Sometimes it's refreshing. I was speaking to a school principal about that last week. And I was like, do you call out the bully or do you just ignore people? Not me. Call them out, right? They want to come out and be loud about bullying people. Call that shit out. Name it. Name it. Small potatoes. I agree. We're going to move on from it. It was just fun to say that for a minute. I'm sorry. I take it back. Just that I said, no, I don't take back what I said. I absolutely agree with what I said, but maybe because most of you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, I shouldn't have said anything. Say goodnight, Reese. Sorry, Third Eye. Thank you, Jen. I'm happy to see you, and I will apply that to my tooth fund. Thank you for the super chat, babe. All right, then. I got to go feed Gert. I'm going to hop back on. I'll be on the lifeboat in just a minute. I got to change my clothes. This is an ugly shirt. I don't like it. Is the upcoming stream going to be Tommy's analysis of Scientology? Not analysis. Hey, I'm glad you're still here. Thanks, Stan. FAFO, you're still around. Okay, I'll drink. Thank you. Not an analysis. He's going to interview me. He's going to ask me some questions. Rue, just went to dinner, came back. You're still on. I know I'm leaving now though, Rue, but you'll be on the lifeboat and that's where I'm headed. God, I want that dog. Give it to me. Love you, Rue. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for the super chats tonight, guys. I will hydrate. Mods, can you please post my email? And Cindy G, I'll see you over on the lifeboat, I bet. Thank you, guys. You don't have to come over there, but I will be over there in 15 minutes. I got to go feed Gert. Melissa Booth, welcome, and I'll see you over there. All right, guys, thank you. Hit subscribe, hit the like, do all that stuff. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your time. I mean it, and I love you guys. All right, see you over there, and I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm here all week. Love you all. Here comes Fred.